Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody can see me and hear me. Let's see the London session. You're gonna listen to the music, and if you have any question, I'm gonna read the chat and answer. Good luck, everybody, for the London session.
Vague de chaleur, tourbillon de bonheur, c'est la fête dans mon cœur. Câlin salé sous les cocotiers, élan d'amour comme au premier jour. Câlin salé sous les cocotiers, élan d'amour comme au premier jour. Câlin salé sous les cocotiers, élan d'amour comme au premier jour.
Good morning, Frey. Yeah, I have audio. I just turn off the mic if there is nobody in the chat. So if you have any question, let me know. I'm targeting higher prices. I'm tape reading. I'm practicing London session, and yeah, I would like to see higher prices actually. So we will see. Let me know if you have any question. No, actually I'm trading 3 trades fractal, and I'm looking for higher prices based on the C3 4-hour M15 continuation. If you're not familiar to the or with the 3 trades fractal model, please, you can find 3 trades YouTube channel. He has a lot of good educational videos as well online for free. What's your bias for today, brother? Right, I just turned off the mic. Is it better now? And my voice is that loud. I think that's good. The music is should be just in the background. I just give some more volume then. Alright, I usually have the same settings. I have the same settings usually during the New York AM and PM session, so they didn't say anything to following me that my mic is actually not that loud. I have these settings. I hope it's gonna be okay. I think the 1 hour fair value gap is coming on Nasdaq. The 15 minutes continuation was actually a win. I'm still would like to see this price to hit. Alright, that's good, that's good. ICT, I used to trade ICT as well. That's not bad. I want to see this 1 hour fair value gap to hit soon. A simply 1 minute continuation, actually retrace and going higher. Yeah, I want to see this 3 minutes fair value gap to tag in. And target higher prices on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, definitely this 1 minute and 3 minutes fair value gap is the next. Something like this. It's okay, you don't have to worry about until you can explain yourself, and have a willingness to understand you. That's all right. So I want to see a retrace here and continuation higher on 1 minute time frame. Yeah, there's no fair value gap here. I'm gonna use this area. I will use this area as a point of interest on the 1 minute time frame. Let me see the 30-minute candles. Perfect. Here we go. And how profitable are you? Pronouncing your name Fire properly. All right, Nara. Here we go. I want to see reaction actually from this 1 minute and the 3 minutes fair value gap. So I want to see ideally price to retrace here, make a new changing state of delivery and target higher prices. I want to see this 1 hour fair value gap to tag. Let me see if I have anything on the 15 minutes time frame. Nothing, yeah. So this 1 hour fair value gap is my ideal target. This is a pure consolidation. I want to see a manipulation out of the range as well. A retest of the OB that made a manipulation inside the range and target higher prices. What was your question? I think I missed it. So I think the best if you go to Treat Trades YouTube channel, because he actually made this concept and all the credit is for him, and he has this 60 minutes long video that actually introduce you this whole fractal model concept, and you can learn from that video if you're really eager to learn to be a better trader. I think the best if you learn from the source, and all the credits is for him. I don't want to take any credits of him. I trade actually his idea. So right now we're gonna open a new 15 minutes candle. and I would like to see the price actually respect this area. This is the point of interest, and I'm looking for continuation higher from this level. Here we go, exactly the same here. If the price wants to go higher, then I want to see to respect this 15 minutes point of interest. Yeah, this area is my point of interest. NQ is a weaker one now, and now SP500 is stronger asset. Okay, so if you learn his method, you know that was a continuation on the M15C3H4, because right now inside the C3H4 candle, and I'm looking for continuation higher based on that idea actually. I want to see, yeah, continuation higher to this 1 hour fair value gap. I love this. We have the SMT at the lows. You have to find continuation on the lower time frame inside the C3 candles. So I've said you have a H1 C3, you're looking for continuation inside the C3 on the lower time frame based on the 50-minute swing. There is a fractal in the fractal video by him, and that's a really good video. So you're looking for M15 swing inside the C3 H1 candle. It's still consolidating actually, so I'm waiting for. Yeah, you're looking for C3 any time frame, and you're looking for another swing formation inside that C3 candle. If right now we inside this 4 hour fair value gap nest, so there is a M15 fair value gap nested in a 1 hour and a 4 hour fair value gap, so this can be a good reversal point if the price wants to reverse. Hopefully it doesn't, but we don't know. The 1 minute is still consolidating, so no entry. When I have an entry, definitely I will show you, but right now it's consolidating, so no entry yet. Sadly, no entry yet. But I like this expansion higher. I like this expansion, but I wanted to see this fair value gap to be tagged. because that can be a manipulation lower. We don't have any closure yet about this blue line. So right now we had actually so we had the closure above this bearish. Let me see if we have a 2R. Sadly only one R. Yeah, you should be patient enough. I want to see higher prices, at least this level to be taken. I still want to see a stronger closure here. I want to see another OB and then target higher prices, because it's just a range one move right now. And where are you from exactly? You said that you from, let me see. Oh, I think I missed where you from. How's the life there? Here we go, 1 hour fair value gap is coming. Let me try to frame 2R, that's too much. But yeah, I think the next OB is gonna be good. But you see, Indonesia, how's the life there? I think your country is beautiful. I think yeah, I think the 1 hour fair value gap is gonna be hit. That's like 50. That's like next 3 minutes. I like this huge expansion. I'm gonna leave this one for 1 minute. There we go. 18 more seconds. So that's a 5-minute changing state of delivery, which means we want to see continuation higher the price tag into this 5-minute fair value gap. Here we go. I want to see expansion now. I want to see the test and then expansion from this level to this 1 hour fair value gap. It's a 50% of this OB. I want to see expansion from this level to back to this 1 hour fair value gap. Yeah, on Nasdaq. TDO. What does it mean, TDO, brother? Yeah, I heard. Oh, you mean like a midnight open? Or 6 p.m.? I think you meant 6 p.m., right? Or maybe midnight open, I guess. Yeah, midnight open. Let me see what is the midnight open. I mean, midnight open is here. Alright, I'm not a QT trader. Yeah, but I want to see this fair value gap to tag at least here as well on Nasdaq before we reverse and going lower. Come on, Nasdaq, take out that 1 hour fair value gap. We don't need that here. We don't need more manipulation. Yeah. Five minutes is invalidated. Price is gonna go lower now. Yeah. This one's gonna be for later. To expand it, we're gonna see now. We have this here. Perfect. Here we go. We had a C3 on this 15 minutes time frame. Now we go on the 1 minute time frame. Perfect. Yeah, that's gonna be expansion lower. Probably we're gonna take out this 508 level. Here we go. That would be the point of interest on the 15 minutes time frame. So now I want to see lower prices. We have a lot of failure swings. Probably the target is a 455. Let me see what you write. Oh yeah, it's okay. So we tag in already this 1 minute invalidation, sorry, fair value gap. So I want to see lower prices. Let me see here. That's point of interest. Here we go. It's 1 minute. This is a 1 minute as well. Manipulation going lower. We had this M15 C2. Here we have M15 C2 here as well. So ideally we want to see this manipulation leg to the downside if the price wants to go lower. Standard deviation from that leg to that high. Here we go. Yeah, I want to see this minus 461. Good morning, Dominic. So ideally this one should be a protected high here. Protected high of M15C3. And I want to see this one first. I want to see new 1 minute changing state of delivery from here. Good morning, Andres. Good morning. Guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, I want to see aggressive move to the downside. That was a London manipulation higher. Actually, we reached the 1 hour fair value gap. We reached actually the 50 minutes fair value gap, the 1 hour and the 4 hour fair value gap highest point. I want to see retrace back at least to this order block here, which is 82,482. But I have this low resistance liquidity, so I want to see 456. But so at least I want to see if you short from here. At least I want to see two like this here. -1. So you entered, let's say you didn't enter here, because that case your stop loss should be there. So you enter the retest of this, and this is your stop loss, and you target for 2 hours. 1.5 should be here, your break even. Ideally, at least I want to see to fill this gap before it goes higher. Yeah, but there is a 1 hour fair value gap higher, so the SP500 turns to be bearish, right? Retested now the 4 hour fair value, bearish fair value gap, the 1 hour bearish fair value gap, and the 50 minutes bearish fair value gap inside the SP500. Exactly the same on Nasdaq, so I anticipate at least a retrace. Let me just this is just a tape reading, so I'm not taking any of these trades. I want to see the 50% of this area to hold. I don't like this reaction that can actually shows us the price wants to go higher. It's already disrespected this area, so here we go. We can have and we can frame actually so you see we can frame a long. We have like more 7 more minutes. So right now we can see even the price made a 1 minute continuation entry. Actually it's reversing. So right now ideally we want to see higher prices from here. So you want to see this 550 now. You don't want to see the price to close below this level now, right? So this is not a protected high, this is invalidated. There should be a strong continuation then, higher. But you see this reaction as well, not healthy. But right now, let's say this is our order block. That means I would like to see this area to hold the 50% of this order block and push the price higher. But you see this is like again really funny reaction. We don't want to see closure below this level. We want to see reaction from here to going higher. Actually, we have a SMT between YM and Nasdaq here. But it's already too deep as a retrace. So let me try to see the YM. Wow, YM is a stronger asset. Yeah, probably YM is gonna go higher, and yeah, probably YM is gonna take out the high. So if you go to the micro YM, this is a target, this fair value gap. Which is actually at the level of 55. YM's gonna take out this 1 hour fair value gap. Yeah, no, sorry, 73, I guess. Yeah, YM looks much better. The lagging asset is Nasdaq. Yeah, so 73 is coming. And if I go on the 15 minutes time frame, I want to see this level to hit. Yeah, 55 is coming on YM. Without to tag into this 15 minutes fair value gap, no. And then on the 15 minutes as well, we have SMT. So I want to see YM to going higher. Yeah, and Nasdaq, sadly Nasdaq is a weaker asset, means we wanna see the next candle respect this low and going higher to this 1 hour fair value gap. Nah, yeah, I don't think so it's coming for this 15 minutes fair value gap here, but I'm just gonna annotate. I wish I could have more items here. For that we can frame the S&P, confirming the move. Don't need this information anymore. So this is a C2. We had a continuation higher. So we're gonna see where we have the next point of interest. Yeah, YM's gonna shoot up in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Hey András and Dominic, what's your daily plan for today? What you looking for? We had the SMT with YM. Here we go, we got the 50 minutes closure. We had the SMT with YM. So this is a point of interest, and then 15. I go on the 1 minute. Ideally we wanna see manipulation into this fair value gap and a new closure. Let me put here the 15 minutes. Here we go, YM is flying. And that was a 15-minute here. We had a closure above this level, so I want to see this level to be taken. There's obvious doll. So right now we had this. Let me annotate the point of interest of this level. So ideally we want to see closure back to the range. We had a bearish closure, so I think this one is disrespected. It's not valid anymore. So I want to see this on YM, but I think there will be a reversal soon. And then Nasdaq already actually made a lower low to disrespect this, which kinda good because on Nasdaq we have this SMT between the two assets, right? So here we go, 55 is coming. Okay. We had this reversal signal. Let me delete this unnecessary information. Okay. Let me know if you have any question, guys. Okay, price hit the 57 on YM, so target hit. Now it can reverse. interesting to see that so when YM is expanding, right, actually SP 500 is consolidating and Nasdaq is retracing. So YM and Nasdaq most of the time are opposite direction. Oh, YM is flying, and we had this bullish close here, so I want to see continuation on. I want to see higher price. I'm looking for long, I think SP 500. I don't like the equal lows, but yeah, I'm looking for longs on the 15 minutes, like 6 more minutes. And yeah, probably we're gonna have a C3 continuation higher on Nasdaq as well. So right now I want to see higher prices on Nasdaq as well. But the idea is that Nasdaq is the lagging asset. Would be better to trade SP 500. Yeah, SP 500 is better. Okay, we have 5 more minutes to the closure. So what happened? YM was a leading asset, and we have a strength change between SP 500 and Nasdaq. So I want to see this to push higher as well. And now between these two assets, Nasdaq is a lagging asset. YM is still flying. Yeah, I wanna see this one-hour gap to fill now. So now I want to see a quick move towards this fair value gap. YM is crazy. Reach the 50% of this fair value gap. Two more minutes. Yeah. A lot of failure swings back to the highs. Come on, give us a C2. Here we go. I want to see buyers to step in now and push the price higher. Here we go. I want to see this price to expand now, but this candle has a big wick, so it won't expand that much. That means there's gonna have a small body, and the next candle is gonna have a shallow wick and then going higher. So I want to see expansion towards this fair value gap now. We had a C2 here, like we have what, 3 seconds. Cool. So I want to see a shallow wick and the expansion higher, like a strong move. Exactly, this is what I want to see. Let's go, baby. And the 1 hour fair value gap, right? Here we go. A lot of failure swings. Yeah, 47 now, 47. $47, baby. I want to see 47. Here we go, baby. 43 now. I want to see 43. We have equal highs at 44. 4 more seconds. I want to see open low, high, going higher now. Exactly, we had no wick at all. Here we go, beautiful. You understand, guys, this entry model, Dominic or András? Here we go. Here we go. 47 is coming now, guys. Beautiful. I told you, no expansion inside this candle and the huge expansion coming now to this 1 hour fair value gap. Beautiful. Nice. There we go. So the idea behind was YM slash mass had a SMT, right? SMT went lower into the fair value gap, which was a 50 minutes fair value gap. And we saw Nasdaq as well lower, but then after there was a strong change between Nasdaq and SP 500. And there was for me a trigger that price gonna go follow YM. So what happened? YM was expanding higher, and then Nasdaq went lower, and SP 500 was consolidating. And after that, YM retraced a bit. Now SP 500 went lower, and SP 500 went lower. Nasdaq was consolidating, and then YM went higher. SP 500 went higher, and the lagging asset was Nasdaq. And then SP 500 and the lagging asset we could trade, enter inside this week. Even the C2 you could enter and grab this expansion like 30 points in a minute. right? So after this closure you could even enter, but you could enter even here because you got SMT and you got this confirmation already between YM, Nasdaq and SP 500. So you don't, ideally you don't have to wait for the changing state of delivery, because actually this 15 minutes changing state of delivery confirmed that with this SMT and PSP that the price is gonna go higher. That's it. That's not bad. Not bad for the London session. Nice. Alright guys, let me see how many of you like the stream. If you have any question, don't forget to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. That was a clean 30-point move on Nasdaq. That's perfect. If you catch or called, that's nice. If you didn't, that's okay as well. I'm not trading London, but I would like to practice the tape reading, and that's why we're still inside this 50 minutes buy model, as you can see from this low. So right now we can anticipate a rejection or a retrace from this level, because usually -2, -2.5 is the level if the price is retracing and wanna reverse. So right now this can be the manipulation out of this consolidation, and if we have a closure below that OB, then we can anticipate lower prices, because as I mentioned, the daily, oh yeah, I haven't uploaded in my Discord yet, but the pre-market analysis, I'm actually looking for lower prices. Oh yeah, no, it's much more like I'm adapting to the market, and in later the Discord I'm gonna explain more precisely this idea, because sometimes we can enter fractal in the fractal, and so as you can see, we had the C2 4-hour candle here, right? And we are inside the C3 4-hour candle, András. That means we have to, as I had my 15 minutes entry here, you see, I had a 15-minute long here. I mean, I didn't take, I was just tape reading, because from the point of interest we manipulated into the point of interest the last OB and we expand higher. So we literally could enter the retest of this order block and target 2R. Okay, why? Because we have, we have this 4-hour bullish rise. Bullish C2. So then we can anticipate continuation, and we had this small wick. So because it's H4, we're looking for M15 order blocks to push the price higher. So that means we wanna see bullish PDA to support the expansion, right? Like bullish PDA support the expansion, bullish PDA support the expansion, bearish PDA support the reversal, or bearish PDA support the retrace and then going higher. So now we reach this 1-hour fair value gap. You see we had this manipulation before midnight, so that was a Asian session manipulation, because there was a consolidation here and we manipulated the low and we expand higher. So after this closure, there was a C2 M15 closure. You could just only play all the M15 continuation models, but the only problem is that actually there was no a single order block formed between 1:41 and midnight. So yeah. Alright guys, don't forget to like the stream please, that we're gonna have to grow the channel. Let me see how many I have now. I see that you like, thank you so much. Yeah, we can anticipate higher prices if we actually have a 1 minute closure, because we had the expansion, but this 50 minutes candle has no wick at all. That means it can be a liquidity pocket in the next move, or like later New York AM session that can be as a magnet and, you know, suck the price there because there is no liquidity, right? We have this 1 hour fair value gap. We want to see a 5 minute changing state of delivery if the price want to reverse, because this is a 1 hour PDA. Right now we have this wow, something happened. My trade away just refreshed. I don't like it. I don't want to have any trouble with trade away. So, but yeah, I want to see actually if I see rejection or retrace, I want to see from here, because that was a consolidation, and then this can be a manipulation or expansion. Right now we don't know yet. Why? Because at this stage we don't know. There was a range high, there was a range low here. Even we had this C2 sweep on the 15 minutes time frame. This was a range high. And this is a range low. Here we go. Range high, range low, expansion can be a manipulation to retrace. My bad, sorry guys. And you see here as well, range high, range low, and this can be a manipulation, so we don't know yet at this stage. You see the price is closing back to the range on SP 500. We need a closure on Nasdaq as well. Let me have my water. All right, I'm back. So when we have actually a C2 on a 4-hour time frame, what we can anticipate on during the C3 is that we take out the 50. First of all, we close above the C2, right? Second of all, we can anticipate to take at least the 50% of the C1, right guys? And even the C1 high if it's a reversal. And as you can see, if it closes above the fair value gap, the 4-hour fair value gap, then we can anticipate higher prices. we can anticipate what? We can anticipate the C4 open, low, high, close, and go for these failure swings, and those failure swings gonna lead the price to the pre-daily high. And there is one hour fair value gap here, and that's it. If I go on the 4 hour time frame and we close above this level, that means it actually flipped this 4 hour fair value gap. It's gonna be in hours fair value gap, and we anticipate what we anticipate the C4, we anticipate what? Open, low, high, and close. And then maybe the PM gonna be consolidating, manipulate. So maybe we're gonna have something like this. We're gonna close somewhere here, open, we're going lower, we're going higher, and we close here. In the next candle we're gonna have open, we're gonna have a consolidation, and then a manipulation, and the distribution, and the close. So something like that. Yeah, something like that for today. And we're gonna retrace and take out the pre-daily high, I think. Because we have this SMT between these two. This low and this low, and that's why this is a market maker buy model. And I think the 15 minutes market maker buy model is around there. Yeah, it's pretty daily high. So we close above. Let me see on the 5 minute. Yeah, if we gonna close above this on the 5 minute time frame, then price gonna go higher and use this as an inverse fair value gap. But for that we need a closure. We don't have yet. We still have this fair value gap here, right? For this continuation, I wanna see actually a 50 this point of interest to form a new 1 minute changing state of delivery. I don't want to see lower than this here. we had this. Okay, this is an M5 OB. I want to see closure above this 5-minute OB. In that case, this is gonna be the protected low on the 50 minutes time frame. Okay, it's reversed this important level. Now I want to see the low to be taken. I want to see this low to be taken. We flip this. Alright, so now it's gonna reverse this, then we anticipate the price is gonna go higher. Probably this fair value gap is the next point of interest. Nah, we're gonna take out this 42 right now. So if the price wanted to reverse, it would reverse already. So here we go. Yeah. Took out. I told you, dude, that was it. That's crazy. What happened? 20 point. Okay. I love this manipulation. Now I want to see a closure above this level. There was a sweep, now I want to see a closure and going higher. No entry yet, guys. Nice, we have SMT with YM as a high. That's nice. So we can frame some shorts. The question is which one is the best asset now? Let me try to find. So that was a no C2. Ideally, I want to see a sweep of this high. So I want to see a new SMT forming something like this, and then going lower. Exactly the same here. No entry yet. We have a SMT at the lows as well into this OB. And we had a 1 minute changing state of delivery now. Not yet. I want to see a C2 on the low, on the M15, on SP500, and that's going to confirm the long into this 50 minutes fair value gap. We're testing now this range high. So I want to see a C2. So I want to see a C2 here. Yeah, if there is no C2 here, then the next candle should sweep this low and then going higher. But I don't like the idea. I would like to see a C2 here on before the closure, but no C2 yet. Let me see if I switch off the light. You can see perfectly. Yeah, awesome. No C2, even we have SMT. It's not good. To continuation higher. Volume, no. So what I see right now, with a C2, ideally I want to see a sweep of this high and going lower. Probably yes, but I'm trying to logically frame the entries, right? I want to logic. If we close above this down move, so but what I want to see to take out this high. So before it goes lower, I want to see the price to take out this high, the 68 level. Level. I want to see 68 to be taken out, something like this, but not this high, and then going lower. Yeah, 68 is coming, or 67. Yeah, I want to see this high to be taken, and I want to see SMT between these two, something like this. Alright, you see guys, I want to see this level to take out this just slightly, and I want to see SMT between these two assets. By the way, Andras or Dominic, are you trading London as well? That's a good question. Exactly, YM is going lower. Nice. Break even is better than loss, but as we had a conversation, I guess, in the Discord, you should first just testing for 1 week, and then you can see. Sorry guys. I want to see this high to be taken. Why should I pay? Come on, guys. I want to see one of the assets to take out the high and then make a C2 on the 50 minutes and then going lower. We need this information. Okay. Why am got a crazy rejection, as I told you, from that 1 hour and 50 minute fair value gap. That was a gap or new day, a new week opening gap, and we have no wick at the 1 minute candle, so 56 is 50, no, 65.75 is coming. Yeah, but I think on range it's gonna take out. So what I wanna see, we had a consolidation, we close back to the range. I wanna see only to take out this 415 high. I wanna see this 4 o'clock high intact. But yeah, of course, we can have this as well, and then I would like to see lower price. Maybe it's gonna tag into this 15, something like this, and then I'm gonna reverse. But probably after this, I'm gonna call it a day for this London session. I just wanted to try to stream London today. And then I'm coming back New York AM, right? just gonna wait for this 50 minutes candle to close, 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna call it a day. That's a nice move lower, probably the price coming here. We had a C2. Let me see if the price respected the 50% of this. H1 point of interest. If I go on the 5 minute, there was an area here, there was a closure here, so ideally this can be a good continuation lower to this 1 hour fair value gap actually. I'm not gonna lie, doesn't look bad. Projection of this in target 2R, which is the next. I would say this is a safe target here. Yeah, 46. If I go on a 1 hour time frame, yeah, 46 can be a good short. We had the H1, C2 here. We have the bearish changing state of delivery here, and now we had this manipulation into this point of interest. Price close this candle, so yeah, ideally I want to see lower prices here. If I mark the standard deviation from this level to this level, this is like a classic low resistance liquidity level. This can be the 2R target here. And that's it. This is a point of interest of this 1 hour candle. In the 1 hour time frame we reach this previous order block. So this is the idea to see a rejection. That was the H1 OB. And then the next point of interest, if the price wanna retrace, should be this fair value gap. So ideally we wanna see before it goes higher. Yeah, but that's it guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Be back New York AM. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hit the like button. And yeah, see you guys in a couple hours. Ciao.